Oh, hey, everybody. Well, welcome to Dumb Investing. You'll notice I'm running solo tonight. Harry couldn't join us, so we are going to have a whole lot of fun tonight on YouTube Dumbest Investment Channel. About to get dumb up in here. Dumb Investing, what we do is we roll random dice. We pick random stocks. We do that 3 times a night, and then we decide really quickly which one of those 3 that we picked we're going to invest our hard-earned money in. Then we review our portfolio and find out how we're doing. And it's been green for a while, so we're pretty happy about that. So this is how we do it. We're going to get on with our show. First thing we do, we go out here and we roll random dice. So when we roll random dice, we're at 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the first stock we're looking at tonight is Btvt. This is not how your grandpa used to pick stocks, by the way. All right, we roll again. And we get a 6. Come out to our random here 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Drip. What the heck is drip? All right. The last stock we are going to look at tonight is brought to us by 6. Oh, big rolls tonight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. IVLC. IVLC. All right, if Harry was here, we would be using Webull. Harry would. I am going to go out and use Yahoo. Webull down below a link. If you click that link, you put in $100, we can give you 2 free stocks. So you can have a whole lot of fun with that. Whoops. Dang it. All right, so we're going out here to Yahoo, and we're going to research stock is IVLC. Oh, an Invesco deal. Let's take a look at them and see how they've done in the last 5 years. Wow, did they just fall off a cliff in March at the start of the pandemic? And they have not come back at all. Now, normally, when we look at these charts, and we look out here at a 5-year chart, we see a dip in March, and we see a lot of people that have come back and come back pretty strong. And these guys haven't come back at all, which is very, very strange. Let's see what these guys are investing in. All right, so their earnings have been, for the most part, right on track. 2020 was not a very good year. Their revenue and their earnings were horrible. How do you have negative revenue? What are these guys doing? All right, so this one is focused on investing in financing, managing mortgage-backed securities. Oh, okay. So mortgage-backed securities right now are, well, I mean, you can see they're in the toilet, and there's a lot of problems with these things because of, well, if they are competing with the Feds who are buying mortgage-backed securities, their own money to buy them, and they're competing for the same thing, man, no kidding. That's pretty ugly. Let's see what's going on quarterly. All right, well, they did make a little bit of a profit last quarter. Man, oh man, they are paying a 10% dividend. How are they paying a 10% dividend? You guys all know I love those dividends, and I also love the fact that this probably has some room to grow as soon as the Feds stop buying. So that's part of the taper that you've heard everybody talk about that should be starting this month and should be tapering off to 0 by June of next year. I would assume this thing starts running again sometime around there. This is going to get one dumb thumb so far. I like it. Harry probably would think it was boring, but I like it because it pays a huge dividend and it's cheap right now. It's on sale. I mean, that's great. In fact, I'm going to Oh, that's not the right stock we're supposed to be looking at. IVLC is what we rolled. IVR. I'm going to make a little note down here. Look at that tomorrow. Well, what happened to IVLC? It is still an Invesco, and it is Cap Core Etf. And what have these guys done? Man, that was a fun little holy cow. They've only been around since this year. But look how they've grown, man, 50% growth. And who are they? They're not telling us what they're doing. Actively manage exchange. So it's an ETF. They're not telling us how much they're charging us. They're telling us what they're putting their money into. It's pretty strange. And the only news out there is from 11 months ago, basically when it started. So without knowing, large cap is kind of a good thing. Large cap is what's been growing. They're having a good year. This one might be something we would want to know how much they're charging us to actively manage this thing. And if they are buying dividend stocks, are they going to be paying the dividends out to us? Or are they going to be rolling them back in? There's a lot of things. I'd like to see this around a little bit longer. We'd probably need to do a bit more homework. Let's go see what DRIP's all about. All right. P. Let me make sure I get that right. So we have one of theirs already. Oh, gas and oil. Okay. Man, Harry would be having a heyday right now. Man, is that boring. So in the last 5 years, oh man, it has been all over the place in the last 5 years. What the heck? So did we see a dump? All right, so this spike is because this is a bear. Is this a bear? Let me turn that thing off. All right, so a bear 2x shares is doing the opposite of what S&P oil and gas is doing normally, right? So this investment seeks daily investment results 200% of the inverse of the daily performance of oil and gas. So if we thought oil and gas was going to go down, we would buy this and this would go up. If you think oil and gas is going to go up, which they've been talking a lot about, heating oils going up, all that kind of stuff, that's why this one is going down, because this one is playing the opposite. Now, long term, is this thing probably going to go up? Yes, because long term, electric is going to take over, all that other stuff. But in the short term, in the next couple of years, I don't think anything's going to happen on this at all. All right, so I would say we're probably out of this. Btvt, let's see what they're all about. Btvt Therapeutics. Now, most of these therapeutics are guys that do nothing but lose money. They're doing oh yeah, these guys just hit a peak. Well, that's today. Sorry. Okay. All right, so these guys have been around for a while. Let's see, got 124 million market share. They've got decent volume, average volume of 2 million. What the heck? So who are these guys, and have they ever made money? See, this is what happens: is most of them, they struggle to make money because you're counting on them to hit that home run, that they're going to find that one thing that everybody needs, and all of a sudden they're just going to rock it. All right. Well, I am not seeing any reason to jump on these guys other than, oh yeah, that was years ago, 2 years ago. They said they wanted to buy it, and then a year ago they said, yeah, we were pretty sure. Man, I don't know about that. I don't know. Clinical stage biopharmaceutical discovers, develops, and sells orally administered small molecule drug candidates to fill unmet medical needs. To fill unmet medical needs, that's kind of a pretty broad stroke there. So they're working on orally administered type 1 diabetes stuff, which, I mean, there's a lot of people that would really help. So I would maybe get in with these guys if they came and had an IPO, right? If they said, hey, we're trying to raise a bunch of money because we're trying to do this stuff. The fact that they've already done that and they're just kind of chilling out there. This is one of those things, if you had, you know, maybe you buy it, you just let it sit, and if they hit it out of the park, they hit it out of the park. If they don't, you're out $1.50. So we could buy 10 shares of this and just let it sit forever. Today they went up 5%. Aftermarket, they're down 2%. In the last year, they hit a peak around $3. It's probably, if you just want to park it for, these guys could be one of those things. They hit it out of the park. Their thing was, and there's a lot of diabetics, and it could be $100 share the next day. I mean, that's how these things go. This might be the thing to do because it's only $15. We can get 10 shares, right? And they could hit it out of the park. I really liked that IVLC thing because they were so new. That might be one. But I'm going to put the check mark next to VTV. Pretty sure Harry would go along with that. All right, so there we are. Man, that took a while. I am sorry that took so long to find the stock to buy. Let's go out and see how the account is doing. All right, so it was a green day. A lot of people in stock market land are saying that all the money that's been sitting on the sidelines, trillions of dollars, nobody knows what to do with it. They can't go buy stuff. They don't want to put it in the bank. It sounds like people are coming back to them. There's a lot of the FOMO, fear of missing out, that's going on. So anyways, our holdings, man, we got a lot of greens. So a lot of good greens. Today, 6% up on GenCore. We haven't talked about them very much. I can't even remember who they are. Green Lane Holdings up 5%. Ideomics, now we've seen them. Ideomics plays the edges. They're either up or they're either down. They're never in the middle, right? Zillow Group, very surprising to see this up here. I don't understand why it doesn't deserve to be here. It shouldn't be here. In fact, we should be selling this thing tomorrow because I think it's going to $20. And I know Harry told me to sell it, and I forgot because it was so busy today. So I need to put that on my thing to sell Zillow. Sell Zillow. All right, well, we're going to sell Zillow tomorrow. Copper miners are doing good. I don't know who these guys are. Centennial, RS. We're getting too many. I can't remember all of them. Atlas, these guys have been at the top a couple of times. Is that our Brazilian bull? No, that's the regular bull. And so that went up. Okay. Oh, Burgerfi. Maybe I'll save it for when Harry's here because he's going to want to hear it. But Burgerfi, good there on the good side. Mag Silver continues to go up. That's probably number one because they've been sitting up there for a lot. Russell went up. Okay, so we have a lot of greens today. That's a good sign. Let's see. Reds, not a whole lot of reds. It's weird to see where we bank there. They've been towards the top of our overall. Brazilian bull, what happened to you? Man, oh man, but it's probably going to go up a little bit after hours, so that's a good thing. Let's see. So our worst one is Valley National. If I remember right, those are the guys from Utah, the little bank people, I think they are. Butterfly Networks down here. Not horrible. 2.3, 2.1, 1.8. Simon Properties, they had a great week last week, so there's probably some profit taking that's going on right there because they did do real good. They had a really good run last week. Starbucks is down. Wonder why Starbucks is down. Anyways, so that's how we did for the day. So overall, let's see here. Can we see? Where's our overall thing? Let's see. Is that our overall? Okay, so overall today, we made $5 today. On the assets that we own right now, we're up $28. We're up almost 3%. We're not tracking nearly as high or as fast as the Dow is. We're slightly off. The Dow is the light blue here. We are the dark blue. So, I mean, we're doing good. We're just not doing as good as the overall Dow. Now, what this tells us is if you were really going to do life with your own money, we're having fun with a lot of money right now. We've got $3,000 tied up and having our show and having fun. If you had just bought an ETF that had a low cost for management, then you would probably be seeing rates more along. So right now, the Dow is up 4.5. So if you had somebody that was charging you 0.5 to management, you'd be up 4. So you'd be doing great, right? 4%, way more than you're making at a bank. And it looks like we've had more green days than red. Chugging away, chugging. I mean, this is awesome. You guys know we started with $3,000. We lost a whole bunch when we first did the show and we bought big chunks, $150 worth, $200 a day, thinking we were going to be flipping and turning stuff and keeping the show going. We liquidated, we lost a whole bunch of money, put some in the bank, started buying stocks again. We're buying $15 to $20 a day so that we can stretch the show out, have a lot of fun doing this. We're going to build a huge portfolio, and then we're going to try to decide how and when we get rid of stuff. So overall in the portfolio, our strongest guy, Mag Silver, and we knew that was going to be close to that, 31%, 32. How awesome is that? Alto Equipment Group has been moving up lately. They're up 27%. Awesome. ProShares Russell, we would guess that because the Russell, the Dow, everybody set records today, record high all across the board. It's just nuts. Worry Bank, still doing good, still up in the top 5. Now has moved up into the top 5. That's kind of awesome. So on assignment, Petalbrook, the Bulls, Simon Property, still doing great. They're up 4.4% for us. Them a couple of days before earnings. And so, yeah, doing great. Now, let's see. At the very bottom, Zillow Group is still owning it. We're probably going to sell that thing out tomorrow. Where are they? Unrealized, down 29%, almost 30%, followed by Brazil. Things in Brazil are still rough. Well, that sucks. Burgerfi, still down at the bottom. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Butterfly Networks and Ideomics. I told you guys, these guys, we see them a lot. Talk more about our top 10s, top 5s, because our thing is getting a lot bigger. Now, Burgerfi. Maybe I shouldn't say this. Maybe I should. Did some recon work over the weekend. Finally. No, you know what? I'll save this for when Harry's here because he's going to want to hear it live. So we'll talk about that probably tomorrow with Harry. Everybody, thanks for joining. Whatever you do, don't trade by rolling random dice and picking random stocks. Be smart. Do your homework. Make some money. Click the link down below. We also have our spreadsheet. Shows every trade we've ever done. Full dumbest investment channel. All you appreciate you joining us. Have a good night.